I don't know about you, but most people don't go a day without listening to some good music. It's part of our routine. You eat, you listen to good music, you work, and then you add the rest. And this morning we're bringing one of the brains, voices behind some good music in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us on the morning brief is Marrz Asogwa, a singer, songwriter, but hey, we all know him as Marrz. Good morning, Marrz.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here.
I'm tempted to say, are you from Marrz? You know, because that kind of talent is not from here. So what's the, obviously it's coming from your name, Martins.
It wasn't so obvious to a lot of people. I think you are just quite smart enough to pick that up.
I'll take that as a compliment, Marrz.
Yeah, it's partly gotten from Martins, and also I used to, like, one of my idols in the music industry, generally globally, is Bruno Marrz, actually.
Right.
Yeah. So at some point, people were calling me Bruno Marrz because I sounded a lot like him then. So yeah.
So Martins from Marrz, I mean, a lot of people have this story. So it looks like cliche right now when you say, oh, I started off in church, I was a drummer, I was this, I was this. Yeah. What is your own story? I hope it's not the church. What's your story?
It has to be the church.
Has to be, right?
I'm a choir boy. So yeah, it started from the church, but I wouldn't say it started from the church, because it's kind of started from home. Started from watching cartoons and trying to imitate the sounds and all that. So growing up from like 4 or 5, that was when I started trying to imitate the sounds that came from the cartoons, the Animaniacs, Voltron, all those theme songs and all that. So at some point, I found my own voice. So yeah, that's how it worked.
I mean, I have to give it to you, particularly the song that just played, the row, row, row your boat.
Yeah.
Can you just give me a feel of that song? I like the way the song actually bounces. We'll still listen to some of the other works you've done, but I need you to just give us that line. I love the way you put together those lyrics.
Okay, it goes, make you just stay row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. They mind my business, I know they feel stress, worry they kill person. Oh,
yeah, worry they kill person.
I love that.
I mind my business.
You're gonna let worry kill me. We saw you on The Voice Nigeria. A lot of people rooting for you, and you did well. I must say, you did so well with your vocals and the rest. But I know a lot of people want to hear this thing you did, so let's listen to it, then we'll come back. It was a cover you did for Johnny Drill's song. It was like a duet, right? Yeah. So let's listen to that, because they will not let us rest. So let's listen to that, and then we'll come more for this conversation.
Me not believe you. Me, I know say JD won't deceive you with sweet voice, but I be straight to the point like a dimple, yeah. I for say make you look into my eyes, body for my tongue cast. Too many local hunters. Girl, you blow my mind to bomb blast. Make we day like Captain Smith and the Pocahontas. The reason me speed fatal enough. Give me the rhythm of beating on me heart. Reactivating the melodies in my brain. No long thing you take me breath away, yeah. See me get go mad, your body soft and smooth, give me a night to cook, and I swear, my baby, you go like my stew, yeah. What have you done to me? I don't know, leave me. What have you done to me?
No, there's no doubt that you're a vocalist, and in this time when rhythm and bouncing to vibes is a lot more than, you know, what people say. How does it affect you in terms of your delivery?
I think you just have to adapt. You have to adapt to whatever the society accepts the most, kind of, and in a way still find and stick to your originality. So for me, I am someone that wherever I find myself, I always try to like blend in. I try to learn at the same time, still staying unique and true to my craft, actually, still maintaining originality. So I find a way to find the balance in between all three, so it doesn't really affect me that much.
Well, let's talk about your experience at The Voice Nigeria. What was it like? I mean, was that the first time you ever had to face judges or face the whole Nigeria trying to show what you've got inside of you? What was the whole experience like for you?
Oh, well, it was amazing. It was a beautiful experience for me.
Oh,
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't the first time.
Okay.
I have tried many other talent shows. I've gone a bit far in some others. I've been on Nigerian Idol. There was Access the Stars. I've tried for Project Fame as well. So there has been years of trying and failing. So that's, because me, I believe that failure is part of success, actually. So being on The Voice Nigeria was amazing, again, I would say, because the talents around me, you know, when you have greatness around me, wherever I go, I always try to say this, it's because it's fact. The crop of talents on the show, it's like, they were very, very, like, great in their own way. They were excellent. It was like a mix, a blend of excellence in different forms. So it was greatness for me being in the midst of such talents, actually.
So that added some color to your own industry or to the style. Did you get influenced by any of them, their styles?
Always. I wouldn't say influence is the word, but I always pick a thing or two from the people around me in terms of your craft, or in terms of even the non-music parts, maybe in the character, you understand, there's the business aspect of the music. I always try to pick a thing or two from people's minds and talents as well.
There's a lot to do to break into that space. We saw you at The Voice, and some people will say, okay, winners don't actually become so much. It is the people who maybe is first and second runner-up and all of that. But at the end of the day, the music industry is a very tough space. It involves a lot of spending, a lot of money, but fundamentally it's about talent. What are you looking at to, as maybe, I don't want to use the word gimmick, but allow me to use it in this context, to break in and be noticed, to be that one of the voices that we now have in this space?
For me, as you said, talent is like fundamental, but I think consistency is something to be highlighted as well, and that's part of my, what I say, gimmick, because I've tried over the years to be consistent. I think with time you get noticed for your consistency, and when that spotlight comes on you, people now zoom in properly and say that, okay, there's actually talent.
The reason I was saying that is that I know you are picking elements here and there.
Yeah.
People want some level of identity to follow. So if we look at a David, look at a Burner, we look at a Waze, we look at Kiss, and all of it. We have some identity, some things we can follow. That is exactly what I'm asking for you, because when eventually you get that spotlight, people want to be able to follow something. What will it be in terms of your sound, in terms of your delivery?
Okay, I think what my brand stands for is the ability to connect to my audience. There's like the soul part of it. Regardless of an up-tempo, mid-tempo beat, there's always that soul in whatever I'm saying, and there's always that sincerity, like relatability, in terms of my vocal delivery and also in terms of my lyrics. Like, just like he highlighted now, roll your boat, there's always something to be able to relate to, whether in the past, present, or future. So yes, I think that's it for me.
So let's talk about the future for you. Have you put out an album yet? Just yet? Well, I know answers to these questions, but for your fans, let me ask you. Have you put out an album? What are we expecting from you this year? Yeah, The Voice, yeah, you did great. You're leveraging on that, but we want to know what the future holds for you.
Okay, yes, I have a body of work, an EP actually. It's a 4-tracked EP titled Foreplay. It's 4 as in F-O-U-R and play, which is a word play between, whatever.
I'm happy explaining.
Thank you.
Thank you for explaining.
Yes, I had
What
to.
were you guys thinking?
Nothing. It's just number 4.
Okay.
Yes, so the project is... When you listen to the project, in terms of melodies, in terms of delivery, in terms of lyrics, like there's always that depth to whatever lyrics I'm putting out there. And the EP contains Happiness, Cruise, Worry, and Peace, which are all 4 songs are bordering.
Can you say that again?
Happiness, Cruise, Worry, and Peace.
Okay. Wow.
So the whole idea is your happiness comes first, and that's the first track on the EP. And everything boils down to your peace of mind, and that's the last track on the EP. So there's always this underlying message whether in my titles, in my music, in my lyrics, in my melodies, there's always something buried somewhere. So my music, my true audience are the people who like in-depth like stuff, like who like hidden treasures.
You're young.
Yeah.
And you're trying to be as deep as possible. Is this from your church background? What exactly is going on? We have noticed it. That's why we're looking at you like, you're pretty young for what you're trying to do.
Well, I think maybe it's my community and the people. I think I've lived with a lot of wise people, I would say.
A lot of wise people. Is Timi Dakolo one of those wise people? Because I know you said you picked some songs from. Tell us about that.
Yes, I wrote about, I was one of the co-writers. I co-wrote about 5 songs,
for
5
Timi
tracks
Dakolo.
off his The Chorus Leader album, and it was amazing. It was an amazing experience because Timi Dakolo is one of my idols in the Nigerian music space. So having the opportunity to work with him in the same setting, man, that was like a dream come true. So I believe wishes do come true.
That's quite interesting. I think we might want to just listen to a bit of more of what you have done. So, well, hey.
Let's hear that.
Let's go to Marrz, shall we?
I like that.
Take us.
You hide under the surface, like troubled water running cold. Time can heal, but this won't.
That's from The Voice season 4. Marrz taking us to Marrz and back.
You know what I like about Marrz? He has the melody, the tune. So it's not just about beats, sounds that people use to just compensate what they do not have. You have almost everything. Do you rap too?
Actually, I started off as a rapper.
You see?
There you go.
You in a restaurant.
Come on.
I needed to ask what you did not do.
Do you have vehicles to go to Marrz?
In the works.
I like that. So,
wow.
You mentioned Timi Dakolo. We've seen your duet with Bruno Marrz. So are you sort of picking the people you work with? Because I imagine a lot of people say, oh, I want to work with Burna Boy. I want to work with Davido. It's like you have to mention the big 4, the big 6, or the big 10 at this point, so you don't get into any online war. So are you picky, or you can work with anybody? So if it's Davido, bring him on. If it's Burna, if it's Ashake, if it's Kiz, let's do this.
Okay, so I'm quite intentional about my craft, which also reflects in the kind of people I work with. So as much as I am looking for that spotlight and that visibility, I'm still quite picky about people I work with because I want to, I have a certain identity I want to have, the kind of people I want to be affiliated with, or I want my name to come up whenever a discussion comes up. So I'm hopeful. Yes, the big 4. I'm very.
I don't know if they are the big 4. Please. Oh yeah, I get the point. You can say big 4.
Yeah. So yes, I'm a big fan of all of them. Whoever you have in your mind, I'm not going to mention names, but I'm a big fan, and I respect their crafts. Also, I respect the likes of Odumodu. Yes, I do. I see true talent. I see when something that is not so like it's not so conspicuous.
Right.
I can see right through it, and I feel
Portable.
I feel Portable is actually also talented in his own way. So that is art is when you bring 3 different paintings now. I could tell you this is rubbish. I'll tell you that is rubbish, and that rubbish can sell for about $80 million. So that's what art is. So I believe it appeals to different people differently, and I've seen through people like Portable, even Charlie Poppy. I believe they're brilliant artists actually.
Well, there's no way we're going to have you with this depth of mind and beautiful sound, and you're not going to sing for us. So Maybe you're going to sing, I don't know, what would you like to do? Should we give you something to do?
Do you want to freestyle, or you want us to give you a name of maybe a song?
I already know the song I want him to do. I sang some part of it already earlier on. That's one of my favorites from him.
Brenema?
No, okay, maybe.
Row your boat. That would be my own.
Maybe you follow the duet you did with Johnny Drill. What was that song again?
Believe Me by Johnny Drill.
Okay, maybe you drop that. Just your own side.
Okay, it goes, baby girl, I say me no they lie. When me say me no fit leave you. Me I no say JD won't deceive you with sweet voice, but I'll be straight to the point like a dimple, yeah. I forsake make you.
Okay, do you want to?
You know why? Because obviously it's just something he did.
Freestyle. How does freestyle feel for you? Can you freestyle?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, so freestyle. Give us something.
So it goes,
Do you need beats? Right?
No, not really.
Okay, you don't need beats.
Let me do this. Shawty no believe me cause the brother never blow. Oh no. Shawty no go see me cause I never get the dough. Oh no. Say na money where I no get, I no kill the person. Oh no. Say the bubble never handsome because he no get something for hand.
Eh?
I like the way he gets me actually.
Just imagine this tune with maybe a Johnny Drill, a Kiss Daniel, maybe Simi.
Right.
Let's see another person who has that,
that texture. Tiwa Savage, maybe.
And
so let me ask you a question I asked me some time ago. Are you a singer that tells story or a storyteller that sings?
I think Mr. Bennett Ogbewi once called me a storyteller, so I think I'll stick with that. That
storyteller that sings. Oh boy.
So it's not just a storyteller, it's not just a singer, it's not just a fantastic vocalist. He's a lot of things wrapped together in one, and we could tell you for free that this man, we give him a couple of months, years maybe.
He'll blow.
Yes, there's a level of blowing. Maybe I don't like that term blow. Because
it's our thing.
It's our thing. That's
but we look forward to seeing you on the big stages.
Thank you
Bigger
so much.
stages, I should say. We've been speaking with Marrz Asogwa. We know him as Marrz, singer, songwriter, vocalist, storyteller, and the list goes on and on. Thank you so much, Marrz, for coming.
Thank you so much for having me on the show.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay. Wow. We still have a public holiday on Thursday, April 11th, for those who are already excited to have it today. So you have today, you have tomorrow, and then you have Thursday, which has been declared by the federal government as public holiday in celebration of Eid al-Fitr. And this is also to say happy celebration from tomorrow to all our Muslim brothers and sisters. We hope, I almost wanted to wear my jalabia today, but I'll wait for the Salah before I do that. So thank you very much for watching today's edition of The Morning Brief. We'll definitely be back again tomorrow. I'm Anne Nwawodu.
Of course, whilst you're enjoying your holidays, we'll be here to do the work and make sure you have a good time on TV. Thank you for watching. I'm Jeff Ruzonga.
Absolutely. And just for the context, the crescent was not sighted in Saudi Arabia on Tuesday, meaning that the Eid celebration will take place on Wednesday, and that's why the federal government added an extra day to this. We'll have that conversation later. Sunrise Daily is next in about a couple of minutes. I can see the team is ready to go on this one. So stay with Channels Television. I'm Kayode Okikele. Goodbye.